A nationwide operation led by the FBI rescued more than 200 victims of sex trafficking, including more than 50 underage victims. They also found another 50 children who'd been reported missing. The initiative, dubbed Operation Cross Country, also led to the arrest of 6 alleged human traffickers. The annual operation is in its 13th year and showcases the partnership between federal and local law enforcement agencies across the nation, all in an effort to track down trafficking victims. Joining us now to talk about the initiative is NewsNation national security analyst and former CIA officer Tracy Walder. Hey, Tracy, good morning.
Good morning, Brooke.
So again, as we said, this operation is an annual one, a difficult one, no doubt. What goes into the investigation side of this?
So as you mentioned before, the really critical piece is the joining of local law enforcement as well as federal law enforcement, because the reality is, yes, many of this trafficking is occurring online, and the FBI has a vast amount of resources to help with that. But local law enforcement is on the ground, and they have contact with these human assets and are able to then share that information and pass it to the federal law enforcement. So really what it starts with are contacts on the ground. From there, it goes to the FBI, as well as the FBI using the assistance for the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. They are also critical in this effort as well because of the funding that they have.
Yeah, I think in listening to the details about this case, more than 100 children in just this one operation. Again, it happens every year. And there's a need for this to continue happening every year, which is just so alarming. How do these young kids even get in this position in the first place?
You know, it's really unfortunate. About 300,000 children are trafficked every year across across the world, quite frankly. And the United States only accounts for about 5.1% of those children that are trafficked. And really, a lot of these children, some of them do come from marginalized communities, but others do not. And what's really important about operations like this that have gone on for nearly 2 decades is, yes, it's obviously critical that we are taking these people off of the streets and reuniting these children back with their families, but we're also raising public awareness and providing a victim-centered approach to these children to give them the tools that they need to heal from what they have been through, which is horrific.
Yeah, we've been playing some clips, too, from the recent box office smash hit, Sound of Freedom. It's really brought the issue of human trafficking into the spotlight. Do you think that, people are really talking about this more?
You know, it's interesting. Yes and no. What seems to follow a lot of these large scale operations when we're taking down these large human trafficking rings or child trafficking rings is we start to see members of the community who are very much ingrained in the community or popular within the community are sometimes arrested as a result of these things. A lot of times you'll see these operations and then in very quick succession, you'll see members of the community being arrested. And that is really starting to garner public attention towards this issue. And so I'm hoping as a result, things will change. But it's the public awareness around this that I think is so critical.
And do you think that we're doing enough to prevent this from happening in the first place?
You know, yes and no. I think from a law enforcement perspective, yes, I think operations like Operation Cross Country are obviously critical in taking down these criminals. But what I think the FBI has done more of, I was at the FBI when this first started, is this victim-centered approach that I talked about before. They bring in the FBI's Victim Services Division, and they do forensic interviews that do not traumatize these children any farther and provide them with services to help them and not recreate this cycle. And so I think that is the critical piece that was perhaps missing in the inception of this program that's there now.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.